recording, and we're going to get everything going. So I appreciate everybody logging on. I especially appreciate our guests, those of you who are taking a look at the opportunity for the very first time. I'm going to put up some slides just as a brief recap in terms of what the company is, why we're here today. Today is typically reserved for training, but I do know that Mr. Landrum shared the fact that there will be people on who are here for the very first time and may not know all of the nuances of what it is that we do. So I did want to do a recap on that. Keep in mind that this is just a brief recap. It's not even an overview. So you want to make sure that if you don't understand some of the stuff that I'm talking about, you make sure you hang in there for training, those of you who are new, because I'm going to kind of tie it all together. And I think you're going to be amazed at what is going on, what is taking place. All right. So just to talk a little bit about our company, a lot of people say, well, we haven't heard of One Voice. Is this a new company? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, we're approaching 17 years. We were incorporated in December of 2004. And we actually launched in 2005 in July. We've had an incredible ride, guys, over the past 17 years. Ups and downs, good and bad, but we have empowered so many people around the world. And the irony is the best is yet to come. We're in a situation right now where we're doing better now than we ever have before. And I'm excited. And that's why some of the things that I'm going to share with you today is so important, because your timing could not be better in terms of the expansion, in terms of the vast nature of what One Voice Worldwide and the entire brands, what it is that we're doing is going to be important. Today is about you. This opportunity is about you. When I started this company, it was started with you in mind. Reason is, I was in a company very similar to this many years ago. And being in that company, there are some things that I wanted to do for myself, for my team, and we weren't allowed to do it just for whatever reasons. It did not fit into the model of that company. But I wanted to create an environment where you could actually have the benefit of having a voice in what it is that we do. Hence the name One Voice. We're working this together. Even though you're in business for yourself, you're not by yourself. There are some incredible people that you're going to have an opportunity to work with should you decide to do the business with us. So why are you here today? Well, we're talking about creating your future. We started a movement about a month ago. As a matter of fact, it was on October the 1st, where we introduced the new vision of where the company is going. We introduced some new products and services, but we mainly introduced a concept where you can create your own future. Guys, you understand what's going on politically. You understand what's going on socially. You understand what's going on spiritually, religiously. You understand all of these things that's going on. And for the most part, there's so many things that's happening, and not to even mention the pandemic, that is not allowing us to thrive in a manner that a lot of us thought we would be at this point in our lives. Well, we wanted to put together something where not only do you have to respond to what's going on in terms of global, in terms of the world, but you can create what you want your future to look like. If you're sick and tired of your job, if you don't have enough time, you don't have enough money, you have the capacity from your creator to circumvent that just by having a certain mindset that will allow you to create your future. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Just a few brief highlights of the company. One of the things that we're doing, in addition to all of the other stuff we're going to talk about today. Now, these things I'm just highlighting. We're not going to get into specifics today, but let me just share with you something. I have a goal for the company to be a media global empire around the world. I have a very strategic plan as CEO. I think I mentioned, if I didn't, I'm founder and CEO of the company. And my job as the CEO is to continue to expand the brand. And one of the things that I'm working on is to continue to expand our media empire, where right now we're facilitating and hosting podcast platforms for ourselves and other people that we're actually developing as we speak. We're hosting podcast platforms. Check this out, guys. We own our own radio station. One Voice Radio. We're in 172 countries around the world. And that's a setup for success. Just believe me when I tell you, that is a setup for success. I have been working on our platform for our own television station on Amazon Fire Stick, on the Roku, on web series, just our own television station, because I believe that medium is important as well. So we are a global empire, and our vision is to continue to expand that. When you start putting the pieces of the puzzle together, you'll understand that, somebody writing on the screen, you'll start to understand that the parts of the company, as we continue to expand around the globe, the radio station, the podcast, the television station, and everything else that we do in media is going to be super important. So you'll get a chance to understand that as well. With our radio station, we're right now working with independent artists. Obviously, we do music. We have podcasts, as I mentioned, talk radio station. We have the Opportunity Radio that we're developing, and that's going to be a 24-hour day, 7-day-a-week dedication to a business opportunity. So everything is in place for our media empire. Next week in training, we're going to talk about one of our products that's extremely important. I'm not going to talk about it today, but that's our identity protection plan, which is incredible. We've partnered with Allstate to bring that plan together. That Allstate, if you haven't heard of it, is $1 billion company. They decided that what we're doing is good enough to partner with. That lends credibility to what we're doing. We also partner with another $1 billion company called Aon. Aon is a global powerhouse, and we're partnered with them in terms of some healthcare services and more. Savings on health, savings on dental, all of these things. Again, we're not going to talk about that today, but I do want you to understand that that's a part of our repertoire of what we're doing. Why am I talking about the Allstates and the Aons of the world? Well, when you're talking about building a company to the degree that we're building it, documentation beats conversation. So you're going to meet people who always try to poo-poo what you're doing or what we're doing or what other people are doing, but $1 billion company named Allstate and $1 billion company named Aon independently said we're doing some great things, and yes, we can partner together. That's the power of what it is that we're bringing to the table. As I said, documentation beats conversation. These people put pen to paper and agreed that what we were doing were great. We have developed our own list of products or line of products that range from CBD products. We have, active relief cream. We actually have a massage cream. We have a oil. We have coffees that are in our CBD division, and we're just getting started. We have some other products that we're in the process of developing right now in the CBD division that you guys are going to be super excited about. We also have a plethora of wellness products that, again, today is not dedicated to talking about, but just understand the magnitude of what we're doing in terms of, creating products that will help you lose weight, creating products that, gives you energy. We've created a prostate product, a menopause product. I mean, I can go on and on. We actually have a probiotic. We have a colon cleanser. We have a product that helps you in terms of your sleep. We have a product that's for high blood pressure. So all of these things you'll get a chance to explore and take a look at, but just understand they're part of the overall brand and what we're doing with One Voice. The thing that I am going to talk extensively about today is something called the Hotshot Mall, because this is the global platform that we're going to be participating in moving forward in a very big way. We launched this mall on October the 1st, October the 2nd, that weekend. And guys, the last 30 days have been absolutely incredible. The numbers have been historic. As I mentioned, we have put together some numbers over the last 30 days that we have not seen since 2004, 2005. So we're excited about that, but you'll get all the details on that today. But it is a global e-commerce company. You'll see what that's all about, what all the excitement is about. We have our own online store for women's products, men's products, pet products. We're developing other products in terms of, well, I should say not developing, but as a part of our Hotshot Mall, We have products that we're adding for homeware and garden and pets and kids and you name it. Thousands and thousands of products that are already a part of our store, and we're adding each and every day. So that's going to be something that you should be super excited about as well, because I'm telling you, that's the trend of where success is. A lot of people miss the oil rush, the gold rush, the deregulation of the airline industry, the deregulation of telecom, the dot-com boom, where here's that next big thing that is online shopping. Okay, so we want to participate in that in a big way. A part of our online store is we have a full-scale hair division, Thrilling Hair, where anything you can think of in terms of wigs and closures and frontals and extensions, we have the hair and the lashes that are a part of the Thrilling Hair division. That's on the Hotshot Mall, guys. That's how robust this mall is. Everything that we're doing, if you think about it, can be independent of each other. But we wanted to put it all together, which is why we've already been recognized as having a mega mall. It's not just an online store. It has now become a mega mall, even in the first 30 days of business. So how does that relate to you? How does that relate to your opportunity? Well, it's time for everybody to own their own business. Look, guys, I'm going to say this in all seriousness. I hope I don't offend anybody, but the way things are right now in our country, if we don't take the initiative to control our own future, to control our own destiny, to create our own future, you're going to be subjected to some things that you absolutely do not want to be subjected to. These politicians, these decision makers, the people who are making decisions for your future, they're idiots. And you don't want your future to be dictated by people who don't necessarily have your best interest at heart, but they have their best interest at heart. Well, you can circumvent it. The only way you could do it is to own your own. And I think it starts with finances, owning your own company. So how do you actually start your own personal store based on everything that I shared with you? As I mentioned, I'm going to get into some details shortly, but very simply put is this. There are two opportunities for you to build your own store, your own company within a company. We have a position called customer representative. It's just a one-time fee of $49 to become a representative of the company. And then you have a $29 a month, $29.99 for your personal store. Now you think about everything that I talked about, thousands and thousands of products, an entire line of thrilling hair, lashes. You're talking about the identity protection. You're talking about healthcare savings and everything else that not only have we done in the past, that we will do in the future. You're a part of it for $49. That's amazing. And a $29.99 per month, ownership fee, if you will, for your mall. The other position, ambassador, it's a little bit higher in terms of the starting cost, but it's only one time $99. And to be an ambassador, the difference between the two positions is this. As an ambassador, not only do you get to earn money on what you've done personally, but you get to earn money on a team. So here's how that's differentiated. As a customer rep, everything that you do personally, you're going to earn 20% on that. Okay, very simply put. All right, very simply put. We're going to show you how you can create a link with your store. You share that link, people buy, you get paid 20%. As an ambassador, you can do the exact same thing. But the biggest difference is if not only do you share your link, but if someone that you know decide that they want to be a part of our company, then they're a part of your team. Let me say that again. If they want to be a part of our company, then they're part of your team. And if they're part of your team, you're going to get paid on what they do as well. All right, so that's the differentiation between those two positions. Very simply. Now in the training, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the compensation plan, how it works, some of the how-tos. But just understand that's it, guys. In terms of getting started, you have a $49 position or a $99 position to get started. Both positions, your store is only $29.99 per month. That's the beauty of what it is that we're doing. Now I'm going to hop into training, but before I do that, let me just share a couple of things. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can just talk to you from the heart real quick, and then we'll get into the training of all of that I just shared. When I took a look at a company like this many years ago, it was at a time in my life where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, in terms of not just at that moment, but how we were, raised in terms of not having enough, always having more month at the end of the money. Money was gone, but then there were still bills and things like that that needed to be taken care of. And I, for one, was just tired of that type of lifestyle. And I remember even going through my education and going through school and all these things, I wanted to be the one that could actually change the history of what my family had been. Now, don't get me wrong, my family was a loving family. They provided, they did everything that they could, but just through generations, that just wasn't enough, right? I always wanted to have a mindset of succeeding at the highest level. I wanted to live in abundance. So when an opportunity was presented to me, initially, even though I wanted to live in abundance, I went kicking and screaming. It's like I don't have time for that kind of stuff. I'm trying to finish up school, trying to finish up the medical profession, trying to do all of these things. I'm not interested in that phone thing. I'm not interested in any of those other kind of things that you're talking about. I just wasn't interested. But because of the respect that I had for the gentleman who invited me, I said, you know what? Let me just take a look at it. I ain't going to do it, but let me take a look at it anyway. But you guys know this. Sometimes when God have another plan for you and you're obedient to that plan, man, your life changed like with like the drop of a dime. It can change instantaneously. That was one of those moments for me that I saw something in that opportunity that expanded my mindset to a point where it never went back to the original state. They talked about getting up when you're done sleeping. They talk about every day is Saturday, every day is a holiday, you know, and it became real. It became my reality. I used to work for a pediatrician in Atlanta. Her name is Dr. Runette Flowers. As a matter of fact, she was one of the top pediatricians in the state of Georgia. And Dr. Flowers was a mentor of mine in the medical profession. I remember, doing the rounds with her at the Cab Medical, and she's actually, teaching me the ropes. Even before I was supposed to be taught the ropes, she was teaching me the ropes in terms of what we needed to do in terms of being successful doctors, or what the lifestyle was like and how all of those things were. I remember when I was there when she delivered Deion Sanders' first child, Deandra. Her name is Deandra. And I remember being there, and as she delivered Deandra, and I'm thinking to myself, man, she has an amazing lifestyle as a top pediatrician in the country. I'm honored, to be working with and under her tutelage. But then it came to a point that she was having a holiday party, and her staff and some of her team and all of us, we were at her house. I want to say it was like Christmas or one of those holidays. And she started getting these phone calls, and she had to leave. Now, she's at a party at her house with her team and her staff, and she had to leave. And I'm thinking to myself, man, is this what I'm going to do for the rest of my life? Am I going to be subjected to not having time to spend with my family or my friends or my coworkers or whatever it may be? And a seed was planted in my mindset, but I didn't have a way out. I didn't have a way out because I had invested everything that I had mentally and physically. My mom had sacrificed everything for me to go through, undergraduate at Florida A&M and medical school at UAB in Birmingham, and then going to Emory in Atlanta. And all of these sacrifices were made. So I didn't have a way out. That was going to be my reality until God intervened and I was obedient. See, when he sent my friend to say, hey, look, come take a look at this. Come take a look at something. And I was obedient. Even though I said I wasn't going to do it, I was obedient enough to take a look at it. My life changed right then and there. So the last day I worked for Dr. Flowers, it was December the 31st, 1995. That's the last day I punched a clock in my life. December 31st, 1995. I have never, since that day, punched the clock for anyone else but myself, right? And what am I saying? Why am I sharing that with you? Not to tell you how old I am, because I don't think I ever told that story. That's not why I'm telling you. I'm telling you because I know for a fact that some of you on this call today, through resistance, but through obedience, you come kicking and screaming, but you're here and you're obedient to what the messages that you have been feeling, that intuition, that spirit that you have been feeling. You're here and you're obedient to that. Your lives are going to change today, period. If you continue to be obedient to what you're seeing and hearing and feeling, then your lives will change today. Take some time as we go into this training. Take some time as we elaborate on what we're doing, to understand that this is a transition period for you, so that over the next X number of years, you don't have to worry about whatever is going on with high gas prices, high food prices, politics, religious strife, and all these other things. You don't have to worry about that. You know why? Because you made a decision to create your own future, and you create it however you want to create it. That's how it works here. All right. So as we get into the training, I'm going to switch my slides, and I want to kind of get into some things. I'm going to slow down because I want everybody to really focus in and pay attention on what it is that I'm going to say and how I'm going to articulate that to you. Also, in the midst of training, I'm going to, kind of switch back and forth to live slides and, online stuff, because I actually want you to see every aspect of what you need to do to build your business. I'm going to walk you through it step by step. When you get off this training today, you will know 100% what you need to do to thrive, not just succeed, but to thrive over the next few months and years. So I'm going to talk to you about our compensation plan. I'm going to talk to you about how to market your personal store and your business. This is the 2022 plan, but we're starting it today. Okay, this is for 2022, but we're starting it today. We will start a transition today that will be incredible. I'm going to start out by, again, touching on 3 of the services that I want you to think about, because there is a package that I want you to consider. When I talked about the Healthcare Plus product, again, we're not going to talk about the details of it today, but that is a product that's $50 a month, and it is worth $250 a month. In other words, you're getting a very good product for a very reasonable price. Dental, prescriptions, chiropractic, everyday savings, all types of stuff that's a part of that Healthcare Plus plan. Also, the Allstate Identity Plan is $29.99 independently per month. Now, I'm not trying to sell you on these plans. I'm making a point, so I want you to really pay attention to it. The Identity Protection Plan is $29.99 per month. We know the power of having your identity protected these days. People are being hacked and identity stolen and all of this stuff at a record pace. As a matter of fact, even the government keeps getting hacked, by these people. And I think the NRA recently, this week, just got hacked. So identity protection is more important than ever because of, we need cybersecurity. We have partnered with Allstate, as I said, and we have a plan that, we can give you up to $1 million in terms of ID theft protection security. So if something happens, you're insured up to $1 million in terms of coverage. We'll give you the details on that. And as I mentioned, I'm going to extensively go through the Hotshot Mall, which is also $29.99 per month. The reason I wanted to highlight those 3 products independently is because we have a product, a plan called Digital Connect that actually combines all 3 of those products and services for one rate of just $79.99 per month. Now, if you're looking here on your screen, if you total these products individually, it's $109.98. If you get the Digital Connect package, it's only basically $80. Okay, that's the importance of that. Now, this product is commissionable. What does that mean? That means even though you're using these services and these products through this plan, you're going to get a 20% commission. Remember I talked about that 20%? You're going to get a 20% commission on this. That's $16. That's $16. For those of you, I see some people here from London, that's 16 quid, right? For 16 quid, I mean for $79.99 per month, And you get $16 of that back in the form of a commission, if my math is correct. 20% of the $80. $16. You get all three of those services. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I'm going to drop some jewels on you guys today. I'm not going to tell you, but there are going to be some moments where you're just going to have to extract these jewels to understand where this thing is headed. And it's bigger than one voice. Okay? I'll tell you this one. This is one of them. This Digital Connect plan. $80. And you get 16 of that back. You get all three of these services, access to all of them. But again, independently, the Hotshot Mall is $30. The Healthcare Plus is $50. The Allstate Protection is $30. But you can get them all for $80. All right? Let's take this thing a step further. Now, next week, say the date. This is mainly for new people. But next Saturday in training, our leaders, they're going to talk about the Healthcare Plus in detail. So they're going to talk about how you get enrolled, you know, what you do, the benefits of it. There's about 50 different benefits, you know, from legal advice, financial advice, about 50 different benefits. And you can have up to 10 dependents on the same plan for the same 50 quid. I mean, think about that. They're going to talk to you about that next week in training. So the next week's training is going to be in detail, followed by the identity protection details. Why is it so important? How you get connected? How do you go in your back office and see what's going on in terms of what Allstate is monitoring on your behalf? We don't monitor it. Allstate monitor it. That's what the partnership is so important. And then next Saturday's training, they're going to also talk to you about the Hotshot Mall site. Now, not what I'm going to talk about today. They're going to walk you through the site, some of the things that you just need to know. So when you put together today's training with next week's training, you're going to have everything you need. There's not going to be anything else between the next 2 weeks training. Today and next week, there's not going to be anything else that you need. All right? You'll have 100% of what it needs to be successful in terms of building your personal store. Now, what I'm going to talk about today are the specifics of building your personal store. And there are 6 steps to this process. These steps are super easy. Some of them are just psychological steps, but you want to write these steps down. Okay? And once you've written them down, then I'm going to go through each step in great detail so that when you get off this call today, you'll know everything you need to know about how to build your personal store. As I mentioned before, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. That means you're part of a team. You're part of a company. You're part of people who genuinely care about your success. This is why we're taking the time to do what we're doing. Okay? So let's write down these 6 steps. First thing you're going to need to do is enroll as a representative. Now, obviously, this is for people who have not enrolled. I'm going to show you how to get that done. All 6 steps, like I said, I'm going to go through every step in great detail. But I want you to write this down, even if you're in the business, even if you're a leader, because this is what you're going to have to teach. This is what you're going to be teaching your new teams, okay? That second step is to purchase your own store subscription. That's just basically purchasing your Hotshot Mall for $29.99. I'm going to walk you through that. The third step is to get your debit card. I didn't mention this in the recap, but we have a company branded debit card that all of your commissions, your bonuses, all of your monies will be direct deposited on that debit card. Go ahead and get your debit card, okay? And then the fourth step is to log into your back office. I'm going to show you how to do that today. Once you log into your back office, there are 2 links that are critical to your business. I'm going to show you those 2 links today. Those 2 links are critical to your business. I'm going to show that to you today. That's step 5. And then step 6 is to promote your business. Step 6 is to promote your business. Now, I'm going to go through all of these, so don't fret. I'm gonna go through a couple of slides on them, but then also I'm gonna go through it live actually on the site. So step 1, when we're talking about enrolling as a rep, remember, I said you'll either come in as a customer representative or an ambassador, okay? I'm going to show you where you can enroll online. It's going to look similar to this, what you're seeing on your slide. There's going to be a drop-down menu on the Hotshot Mall. Under One Voice tab, it'll say Enroll. You just click that and you'll enroll. Don't try to do it now because I'm going to walk through that physically in a second. I just want to show you where it is. But you go on the One Voice tab, you'll see enroll. There are two ways to enroll. Now, this is the first way, to go to the Hotshot Mall and click this and enroll. I'm going to also show you the second way, which is more important to you. That second way is for you to actually use your Downline Link. And I'm going to show you where that is when I log into your back office. Okay? Use your Downline Link. So, two ways to enroll. Even though I can't hear y'all, I want you to say it with me. The first way is to go to the Hotshot Mall under the One Voice tab and click enroll. So what's the first way? Go to the Hotshot Mall, One Voice tab, click enroll. The second way is to use your Downline Link. I'm going to show you where that is in your back office shortly. Okay? As a matter of fact, step 2, when we're talking about purchasing your store subscription, that's going to be here as well. Same thing. You're going to go to the Hotshot Mall. You'll see the One Voice tab. You'll see personal store purchase, and you actually click that. You'll make your store purchase. I'm going to show you that live in a second. That's step 3 we talked about. Get your debit card. See, we tried to put all of this in the same place so that it'll be easy. All of this stuff is right here. Same tab, One Voice, drop down menu, get your debit card. That's step 3. Step 4 is going to be log into your back office. Now, I got a test site that I'm going to show you in a second. I'm actually going to log in, so don't have to worry about it. Just write this down. Step 4 is to log into your back office. This is how your back office will look. I'm going to go there live in a second. So that will be step 4. Step 5, these are the 2 links that I'm going to have you to get from your back office. I'm going to show you again when I log in a second where these links are, how to get those links, but most importantly, why these links are critical to your business. Okay, I'm going to show you that in a second. And then last but not least is to promote your business. We're going to give you some tips on how to promote your business. Interestingly enough, right now, to promote business in an e-commerce environment is just as simple as, sharing digital technology, whether that's through sharing your links through, Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or QR codes or whatever it may be. It is just very, very simple. When I had to build, and I told you my story of being in this other company, and I went kicking and screaming, but I built a $30 million company within that company. Had massive success, over 50,000 people that were a part of my team. But it was difficult. We had to do physical meetings every day. We were doing hotel meetings. We were traveling a lot. We didn't have all of the benefits of PowerPoints and Zoom and all this other kind of stuff. We had a whiteboard and 3 markers. And we were able to I was able to build a $30 million company. The guy that introduced me built a $56 million company. Now, why is that important? Because you're going to be able to promote your business from the comfort of your cell phone. You're going to be able to promote your business from the comfort of your iPad. You're going to make money while you sleep. You're going to make money from other countries. Let me tell you this before I get into the live slide. Today we have people on this call from London, from Europe, I should say, not even just London, from Europe. We have people on this call. We have officially opened and launched Europe. And I will be doing presentations specifically for Europe very, very soon. Specifically for Europe very, very soon. Doesn't stop there. We have a new leader who is on the line right now from another country that we have opened in the Barbados. We are now open in the Barbados. I will be doing presentations for our new team in Barbados very, very soon. As the COO and the other leaders continue to build what we're building here, I'm going to be building internationally. Canada, the Caribbean, expansion throughout Europe, Dubai, in other parts of the world. Why? Because we can. Because we have the ability to do it. Why is that important to you? Because you can plug in, build, and earn from the comfort of your phone. That's why it's important to you. If you have the wherewithal and the desire to just share your personal links, you can be massively successful in terms of creating your own future. If you don't have the desire, you can hang up now because it ain't going to work for you, right? It's as simple as sharing a link. You don't have to have a whiteboard and markers like we did. You don't have to go to the La Quinta Hotel, rent hotel spaces like we did, and rental cars and airplanes and all of this other kind of stuff. It was great. Don't get me wrong. We built a successful team. But man, what could we have done if we had the simplicity of an opportunity to build based on what you guys are going to see today? It is incredible, the opportunity that you have. All right. Now I'm going to talk to you about the enhanced compensation plan. But before I do that, I want to go live and walk through the entire process that I just talked to you about with the online. So let me just stop the share. Let me see how to stop sharing. And I'm going to go online. So y'all bear with me. This may take a little bit longer because I'm switching back and forth, but y'all bear with me. I see a couple of chats. Let me make sure I ain't missing nothing. All right.
No, sir, you good.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Let me go here. Got all these screens up. Make sure I pull the right thing up. Okay. So I created a test account. This is just a test account. So I want to walk through everything that I said. So the two ways to enroll. Remember, the first way. What's the first way? I want y'all to tell me. I'm not going to hear you, but I want y'all to tell me. What's the first way? Right. So you go to Hotshot Mall. And once you go to... I see all y'all laughing. I don't know what y'all laughing at, but I see y'all. I can't hear you, but I see you. All right, so you come to Hotshot Mall. Remember, I told you there's this drop-down box right here where it says One Voice. And the very first thing is to click Enroll. Now, this is important. I want you to pay attention because if you get this wrong, you're going to lose some money. All right? Now, I think I better say this here because this is very important. So I'm gonna kind of combine the two ways to enroll right here because I don't want people to get confused. That second way, remember, is to share your link to enroll someone. Okay. Now when I go through this process and you see this test person, they're gonna get a link. So you'll see that link. That link is going to be important because that's what's going to attach these people to you. Okay, that's what's going to attach these people to you. Now, the reason I'm sharing this with you, and I may even take it off. I'll talk to the COO about it. I may even take it off of this site. But this particular enrollment on this site is for people who may come via a One Voice ad, a Hotshot Mall ad, somebody that may stumble upon the site. They may want to get started. They may just run across and they just like, look, I want to be a part of it. They would come here and enroll. Okay? I want you to understand this. If you are enrolling someone, you will use your enrollment link, your downline link. I'm going to show that to you in a second, but I want to make this distinction because if you just send someone here and they enroll, they're not attached to you because we don't know it's yours. They're attached to One Voice. And because we're getting so many people, we're not going to be able to know who belongs to whom or who, whatever it's supposed to be, unless you use your link. So I'm going to show you how to use your link. But it's going to look exactly the same as this. Okay, I'm going to show you, but it's going to look exactly the same as this. So when you hit that enroll button, this is the form that's going to pop up. Now, if you're in another country, and I alluded to this last week, or whenever I did the last training, and you may need your information in Spanish or Arabic or Mandarin or whatever it is, you can select your language right here. Remember I told you guys this? Let's just say you wanted, in Arabic for whatever reason. Bam, just that quick. Your entire site is in Arabic. Okay. Let's just say you wanted it in, I don't know, Mandarin. Bam, instantly it's in Mandarin or Spanish or any of the hundreds of languages. Matter of fact, let me see. I know Spanish is a big one. That's Armenian. Let me see if I can get down to Spanish because I know people have been asking about it from a Spanish standpoint. Um, Spanish, bam, there it is. Everything is instantly converted. Okay, so your entire site will be converted. So if you're in another country and you need that information translated, then don't forget the translation is right here. All right. Now let me get back to English before I can't read it and know how to get back to English. I don't even know what this is. ODIA, and I thought I knew every language. I don't even know.
Storm,
Yeah. What is it?
storm,
Yes, sir.
storm. What if I wanted to send my link here in America, but I wanted it in Spanish? Like, say I wanted to put it on Post Up, but I wanted it to show in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
say I want my link here, but I want Spanish people to know it.
When you copy your link, and I'll show you in your back office, make sure that the selected language that you want is already activated. So you would copy your link with this particular language already in place. So that way, when you send it, it'll be sent in Spanish or Mandarin or whatever it may be. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that in your back office in a second. So yeah, anyway, that's how you change your languages. So let me get back to English and go through this. Now, this is just some of the benefits here. If you guys, and I think I have a meeting with the squad next week and a meeting with our leaders this week. If there are some suggestions that we need to put here, something different, then we can put it here. This is just showing the people who are enrolling the benefits of owning your own personal store. So let's just go through this real quick. I'm going to do this real time, so just bear with me. I'm putting in a test person, test Sam Oram. All right, let's see. Test email. I'm not a robot. And you click submit. Now, what happens when you click submit? Everybody pay attention. This is important. You're not in the business yet because you hadn't paid any money. But what happens is you have triggered the system to start creating your personal store. You have triggered the system to start creating your personal store. As a matter of fact, you'll see it says here, please check your email for more updates. An email will be sent to you once your account is reviewed. We have to do this for some legal reasons, right? But that's what you'll get this. Now, I'm going to the email, this test email. You can see here, an email is already here before I open it up. It says your personal store is now being set up. Everybody see that, right? So when I open this email, it basically says, hello, Tess. Thank you for signing up for your new personal store. You will receive an email with your login information once payment has been made. Please click the link below to pay and get started. When everything is active, we will inform you via email. Please keep an eye on your inbox for more updates. Now, so basically what happens here is when this person clicks this link, I'm going to go ahead and click it anyway. It's going to take you to where you get started. The two positions, whether it's ambassador or customer representative. All right. Now that remember, that's in their email. That's the first email that they're going to get. Everybody follow me on that. Now, Paul, I'm going to pause for 1 second. I need to change the slide so that you can see the second email, not the slide, but I'm actually going to activate it. So give me a second. I'm going to activate because now we've been notified that there's a new store being developed. And if that store is paid for, then, okay, if that store is paid for, hold on a second. then you'll get another email. Now I'm going back to where I was, so just give me a second. All right. So now it should be another email in the inbox. Let me just refresh here. So you see a second email in the inbox. This says your personal store has been set up. Let's start working. As soon as you pay, this second email will come. For whatever reason, this week, a few people, I don't know how it happened or whatever. I think it's through just passing links, but they did the first part. They didn't pay. And we can see that you didn't pay. So you still in this pending file. Don't think you we see everything. So y'all still got pending until y'all pending pay. But anyway, you'll get this second email and it basically says, hey, hello test. Great news. Your personal store has been set up. Now it's time for you to start getting the word out and building your business. Everything is set up in your back office account. To get access to your personal links and promotional resources, so forth and so on, please log into your account. Now, this is going to be different for even those of you who are already in the business, because after today, you're going to have a new login. You're going to have a new login that's associated with this Hotshot Mall. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to this part. I see a chat. I just want to make sure I ain't missing nothing. Yeah, it's a good point. They were saying that you should check your promotion or spam folder just to make sure you're not missing any emails. That's very important. So for some of you who may not know, let me just go back here, because actually when I set this test up originally, the emails did go here. Y'all look at this. The emails did go here. It was in this promotional folder. I don't know why Gmail does that. That sometime it may go to the spam. I don't know how that worked. But to the point the person was making is, if you don't see it in your primary email, which is here, check your promotion email or even your spam. Sometime it may go into your spam. But those links are there. Okay? I'm seeing another chat. Okay, somebody said that theirs have been in the spam or the promotion. So just check here or your spam. I will tell you this: anytime you have new emails with the Gmail algorithm, it takes some time for emails going back and forth before they recognize, okay, this is legitimate, this is not spam. So it may be like that for a little while, but make sure you check, all right? Because rest assured they're there. So now, so you got the second email, and it says click here to log in. So you click here, and you're going to see your login. Okay, now your login, remember, when you went to this first page, not that page, when you went to that first enrollment page, even when you signed up with the customer rep or the, I need to log out, hold on. Doing too many things. But I want to make sure everything is clear. Remember, when you set this up, you set in your email and password right here. That's the email and password that we're talking about when we say log in. Okay? That's the email and password. The same email you set up here and password you set up here, or your new person. When it's asking you to log into your back office, that's what they're referring to. So in this case, it's the test Sam Oram email and the what's password did I say? Oh, and the password. Now you're logging into your back office. Now pay attention here. There's some very important things. You've now logged into your back office. Okay, I'm going to give everybody a back office login today, even existing reps, because moving forward, we're going to transition away from that old site so everything is in one place. The first thing you see here in your back office, when you log in today, if you're an existing rep, or you sign up today when you're a new rep, the first thing is you see, you're going to select your payment method. This is not new. This is the debit card. So it's only one option. You just select your ProPay card. If you already have your account number, put it here. Remember, one of those steps is step 3 to get your debit card. When you get your debit card, you're going to get an ID number. You put your ID number here. Now, if you don't have it like day one, don't fret, don't have a cow. You still want to save this payment method though. You still want to save this. But if you don't have your number day one, don't fret, because you can always come back tomorrow, next day, next week to put it there. But you do want to save your payment method right here, right now. Okay, so let me just click save. And so that's going to save your payment method. So now we will know to deposit your commissions on your debit card, which is called ProPay. All right, very simple. This is very simple. You also want to go ahead and fill out all of your profile information. And this is just simple stuff. Like if you want to put your picture, like your picture will show here. You just pick your picture, profile picture here, and all your other information, name and address and all that other kind of good stuff. You don't want to change notifications. Notifications just basically like, do you want to receive emails from the company? You always want to put yes, keep that on, because you always want to be notified when what's going on. Here's something that's very important. And let me just give you a heads up. By law, going into 2022, and I'm giving y'all a tip now, so listen to this. This is going to affect everybody, whether you do this business or not. Going into 2022, the laws of the nation are changing. If you get over $600 in anything, if somebody cash app you, listen to what I'm saying. Starting in January, if somebody cash apps you $600, Cash App is going to report it to the government. Anything over $600, if somebody Cash App you, Cash App is required to report that to the government. If somebody send you money through Venmo or whatever it's called, Zelle, any business, anything, that company is required to report that to the government, that you made over $600. I think it's a crappy law. It's kind of been in place in certain instances, but they're taking it to a whole nother level, but it is what it is. Well, One Voice is no different. One Voice is no different. We are required by law, starting in January, to report anybody that make anything over $600. That being the case, at some point, you guys are going to have to fill out what's called a W-9 form. A W-9 form, and you'll see it here. Okay, you're going to have to fill out a tax information W-9 form. Now, let me say this, and you can read the stuff, and, I ain't getting into y'all personal business. I don't care if you do or you don't do this. I'm just telling you what I'm supposed to tell you, right? Some people, I do what you want to do. This is your business. I'm just telling you what I have to tell you so this company don't get shut down. You can do what you want. And I can tell you, I'm going to just shut up. I'll just leave it at that. Do what you want to do. But I'm telling you what I'm required to tell you so that we don't get in trouble. And I'm telling you, you need to fill out this W-9 form. It's very simple. We will know when you fill it out, and we will see, when it will notify us when you submit this form. In all seriousness, though, I'm going to have to, again, I'll get with the COO, but we'll have to make some decisions at some point, because we're going to go ahead and pay you, whatever. We're going to be paying you. But at some point, we're going to have to make a decision as to, how we're going to handle this, because you're going to have to do these forms at some point. At the end of the day, when it comes around to tax time, and if somebody's getting in trouble, if it's, a choice between One Voice or one of y'all, I love y'all, but we're not going to get shut down because we didn't do what we're supposed to do. Now, the first question is going to ask you, and you can answer this however you want to answer it. And by the way, here's another thing. I told y'all this whole conversation, I'm going to be dropping jewels and nuggets and information. You extract stuff the way you want to. But the first question it asks is, are you a U.S. citizen? Yes or no? If you say no, then you do not. You see this? You don't have to fill out the W-9. I'm just saying. I ain't giving. Let me give my disclaimer. I'm giving no tax advice, no legal advice. I'm not saying what to do or what not to do. I'm just telling you what I'm supposed to tell you to keep us out of trouble. So anyway,
we have a chat. Somebody have a chat that asks.
okay. Let's see. I have an EIN number. Okay. I'm going to follow through because I don't want the IRS coming. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and follow through. I mean, do what you got to do. If you have an EIN number, LLC, S corp, any C corp, any of those, that number is sufficient. You'll know how to. Well, let me just say it this way again, because I don't want to be. This is being recorded, so let me just take back what I was saying. And the only thing I can say is, when you click this form to fill it out, it'll tell you what you need to do. Okay, you can download the form. You can do whatever you want to do. It'll tell you what you need to do. If you have a corporation, if you have an EIN number, whatever it is, it will tell you what to do. I don't want to kind of give any specifics, only because this conversation is being recorded, and just it'll tell you what to do. All right, you can download the form. It is I do know because I did it myself. It is a electronic form, so you can fill that form in online, fill the information, upload it. So you'll upload it here, and we'll get notification that you're in compliance. So anyway, so once you log in, these are the 4 things you need to do. Make sure you do that right away. Now, your dashboard. This is important for all of you. Your dashboard. This is where the magic happens. Let's see if I can move this thing from around the way. Okay. Your dashboard is going to tell you everything that's going on with your business. If you have a pending commission, if your commissions have been approved, if your commissions have been paid. Some of y'all will start to see this as of today. You'll start to see it right now. Everybody is zeroed out, but as you start, getting customers in and links and all that stuff shared. Hold on, I'm looking for something. Yeah, you'll start to see today the details of your commission. That's going to be right there on your dashboard right away. If something is missing, let me see. Oh, I know it. I think I know what it is. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I'm trying to think. Something is missing off this form, which means it's something I didn't do. Give me a quick second. Hold on. I'm going to pause y'all for a second. Don't y'all go nowhere because it's about to get juicy. It's about to get juicy.
Mr. Landrum, you still there?
Everybody excited about the new information?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Absolutely.
Damn.
There is something I am not doing. Hold on. Oh, I know one thing that I need to do. I know what it is. All right. I think we got it now. All right, let me just double check. I think we got it, but let me just double check. this way. Got all these screens up, so just trying to, y'all bear with me. Oh, I know what it is. On this recorded part, y'all can, when y'all go back and listen to it, y'all can just kind of speed through this recorded part. I know what it is. I have to set up certain things so that y'all can't see what I'm doing, and that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. All right, now we cooking with hot grease, as my country folks would say. Okay. All right, I'm sharing my screen again. It probably, you couldn't tell, but let me refresh. So you see you got a download link here and a customer link. Y'all see that, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Refresh my screen. All right, this is what I was looking for. Now there's another link. You see there's 3 links here. Y'all with me? Now, listen to this very, very carefully, because this is where you're going to make your money. First and foremost, your link that you give to people in terms of acquiring them as a customer, you know, like with your mall, you share your link. You know, we've been talking about that. You share your link, you send that to people. Well, you have 2 links. Both of these are exactly the same. Okay, both of these are exactly the same. What you can do, and it is your choice, you can actually customize your link, and you'll do this yourself, right? And you can create whatever custom link you want. Now, existing people, hear me clearly. Remember, we talked about your link was hotshotmall.com/ your rep ID number. Okay? You can keep that, or you can actually change that to whatever you want it to be. And you can do that in your back office. You can do that in your back office. So let's just say you don't want your link to say hotshotmall.com/ 1813000. Let's just say you want it to be your name. Then you could put your name. You could put it with a space. You could put it without a space. You could put your company name, C&D, C&D, whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? You could put whatever name you want. You can keep your rep ID number there. You could put your name. You could put any name, your business name. It doesn't matter. Okay? In this case, I'm going to put Test Orem, because this is just a test site, and I'm changing this myself. You guys can change your links. Uh-oh, what did I do? Oh, it said not available because I already did it. You guys can change your links yourself. All you have to do is click Edit Custom Link and put whatever you want at the end. Okay? Now, when you copy this link, let me just copy this link so I can show you what I'm talking about. So I just copied the link. I'm going to open up a new tab, and I'm going to paste that link in there. You see it's you may have saw it. I may have done it too quickly, but it said Test Orem at the top, and you see this comes to my page. It says Test Orem. Remember, that's the name I put in there, right? I'm going to do it again. So if I paste that link in there, you see it says Test Orem right here, my name with a space, just the way I typed it in there. As soon as I hit enter, you know, don't worry about this. That goes to the second link. You don't have to worry about that. But you'll see you're on my site. What this does, guys, is if you want to send your link to somebody and you don't want to send your rep ID number, then you can, say C&D Enterprise, or you can say Sam Orem, or you can say whatever it may be. Now, I think if you've sent your link out with your rep ID number and you change it, I don't think that link will be active anymore. It'll be the new link. I'll double check to see if that's the case, but I'm almost certain that, let's just say yesterday you sent it out and you sent your rep ID number, and today you want to change it to your name. You can change it to your name, but the one that you sent out yesterday won't work anymore. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to the system what you put, how you put it, just so long as you send that link out. Before I move any further, any questions on that part of the link? Because it's very important. If you have a question, unmute yourself and ask. Was someone speaking?
Latrice, do you have a question? Latrice Monet? Okay, no.
Guess not.
I don't see any questions, Dr. Orem.
Okay.
Oh, I got one from Aisha at top.
Okay.
I just wanted to confirm. Hold on. I was just trying to confirm what you just said. So if we change our name as of right now, but you've already sent out your link, those links won't work anymore?
I don't think so. I don't think so. If you change it, if you have any, like some people hadn't sent it out or they may be new. If you sent it out and you have any reservation, just let me double check before you change it. I don't think it'll work, but I want to make sure. Because if it doesn't, I'm sure we can fix it. I just don't want you trying to send out two links is what I'm saying. So even if you want to do it, I don't think it will work, but that's something I'll make a note to just test it. I'm just kind of being ultra conservative in terms of how you're sending that out, because this link is so important. But if I were you, Aisha, if you've sent it out to a lot of people, I don't mean one or two people, but if you sent it out to a lot of people, and then I probably wouldn't change it. If you sent it out to one or two people, just let them know that the link changed. And, you change it. If you want to change it, just change it and let them know. They'll know anyway if it doesn't work, because it's going to have a big old 404 on the page, basically saying that page doesn't exist. But if you've sent it out to a lot of people, then I wouldn't change it.
Okay, thank you.
Dr. Orem, we have a chat.
Okay. Let's see here. I don't see anything other than what we've already discussed.
Basically, they're asking, can they use their LLC name?
Oh yeah, that was all. We talked about that. Unless I saw this earlier, unless they're saying, asking another question about the LLC. But the short answer is yes. You can use your LLC name. You can use an X. You can use 3 X's. You can use any name you want. Just remember it. Because when you send that link out, that's what it's going to be. So, but yes, you can put your LLC name there. Yeah. I'm sorry if I thought that was the one from before. I just saw LLC. So thank you, Stanley. Miss Akbar, Samira?
Yes, sir. Oh, I got a lot of background noise. Put that on mute. Quick question. In other words, we're going to get a new link. And my question is, for those customers that are on auto ship, that are using their own account that they set up, will we have to give them the new link, or do they have an option, or can you, I'm just asking, I'm just questioning because I have a couple of customers that set up their own auto chips.
Yeah, no, you don't have to do anything in terms of giving the link to anyone or doing anything like that. This is just everybody's personal preference. I just want to make sure everybody understands. If nobody ever heard this and didn't do anything, they'd be perfectly fine. I mean, quite frankly, I kind of debated about not even giving people the ability to change it. I started to just leave it at the rep ID number, but I figured why not? You know what I mean? So, but if they don't change it, it's not going to hurt anything. If they do change it, you know, you understand the criteria, but you don't have to let people know. I mean, it's in the back office. They'll see it here. Here's the thing, and this is why you see this default customer link here. No matter what you put here under custom link, no matter what you put here, it's always going to default to this. Always. When you see that number change, when you see that link change, when you put it up there, that's what it's changing to, the default link, because this is what we actually track. We don't care about this. We actually track this. So I'm gonna do it one more time so you can see it. So if I actually,
I understood that. I just want to.
I was past your question. I was just going on with the training.
Okay, well, okay.
No. I mean, unless I didn't answer it.
Right. That's my point.
Okay.
This is very clear what you're doing. Thank you.
Okay.
And then I just wanted to know that those customers that may not have this for whatever reason, but they've set up their own and they get the products currently with the old name outside of the new one, just with whatever's changed, so they don't even have that. So my question was, are they going to still be able to get their products? Because when they set up their account for AutoShip, they did it themselves with their information. So my question was, will they still do that? Or do I have to send them the new information if I so change it, because it's already changed back there? So I was just
talking
trying
about
yeah,
on the AutoShip on the old system.
Right.
Okay, that's where I misunderstood you.
Right.
They could either stay over there, but if they come on to this platform, which I would recommend, if they came over to the Hotshot Mall platform, then they would need to utilize this particular link. It's not to prohibit them from being over there, you know, using that link. It would just make sense for them to utilize their auto ship on this platform. All it is just changing the link, because that's how you're going to get paid. Okay. And you're going to see that. You'll see that in a second when I get into the compensation plan part. You'll see it in a second. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With the new link and putting Sadiq Fele, that follows me even if I don't have my rep number, correct?
That's correct.
Yes. See, with that name on there, it follows you no matter what.
That's correct. That's absolutely correct. So if you look up here at this top part, like I put mine at Test Orem. So if I click this, you'll see that it says this is the link, hotshotmall.com/Test Orem. When I click this, you'll notice that the link actually changes to this, but it's still your site. It says Test Orem. All that happened is this. We give you the ability to customize your link here, but it's always going to default back to here, because this is what we track, no matter what you put. So that's why you can put your name, Sadiq, you can put your company, you can put your rep ID number. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this is the link that we track and follow.
Absolutely. Kazam.
Yeah. All right. And even if you use that link, you shouldn't ever have to, but if you used it, you know, it's going to do the same thing. That's your link. That's the first part. Now, here's the other part that's important. And I haven't stressed this before, but I have to stress it now. Remember that I told you guys step one. What's step one? Y'all can tell me. I won't hear you, but y'all tell me. Step one. What's step one? To enroll. And then I said there, how many ways to enroll people? How many ways to enroll? 2 ways to enroll people, right? I said they could go to hotshotmall.com right here. Let me just bring it back up. They could go to hotshotmall.com, hit one voice, and go down and click enroll. That's one way. But I said that's the generic way for anybody that's coming to the site. I said what you should always do is this. Very important. Somebody gonna miss it, and I promise you, here's what's gonna happen. Somebody gonna miss one of these 2 links. They're gonna send somebody to sign up to the site, and they'll never get paid on that person. Never get paid on them. Because we got too many people coming in to even follow it. So you got to pay attention to this part. I'm going to keep pounding it into your mindset. This is your downline link right here in your back office. you only have 2 links that you have to focus on. Your customer link, see this says customer link, and your downline link. If you want to enroll people into the business directly, or if you're creating a landing page to enroll people into your business, or if you are doing anything to enroll people into the business, not as a Hotshot Mall customer, but as a representative, you always want to use this link. Just copy it and use it. Always, I'm going to say it again. You always want to use this link if you're enrolling somebody in the business. If you enroll them from the website itself, and I still may just take that off, I don't know. But if you enroll them from the website itself, you will not get credit for them ever. So always use this link. Now, when you click copy this download link, and you copy this link, here's the crazy thing. I'm going to open up another, let me close some of these tabs and I'll open up another tab. Here's the irony. Once you've copied that link and you just, if you pass it to somebody, you paste in that link, you pass that link to somebody, here, oh, I'm sorry, let me log out. Do it again. Here's the irony of that link. Remember I told you in the beginning, it looks exactly the same as the link that's on the mall. Remember I told you that? Remember I showed you where you select your language and all of that? But here's the difference. This particular page, anybody that enrolls will be under test orum. Anyone that enrolls here will be under test orum. When you click this link, I'm going to go back because it's so important. When you copy this download link in your back office, when you copy that link and you send that link out, you post it, you share it, you create a landing page, whatever. Anytime that link is clicked, even though it looks like the Hotshot Mall, this is your page. And anybody that sign up here, you're going to get credit. Let me caution y'all against something because I've seen a little bit of this over the past 30 days. We've been monitoring this stuff even unbeknownst to you. When some of you, if you're playing around with each other's site, if it's your husband, your wife, your downline, your friend, your sister, your daughter, your brother, if you're playing around with somebody else's link, make sure that you clear your cookies, if you know what that is, before you send that link out. Because if you use the wrong link, like, let me give you an example. And I'm not saying that well, I'll use a husband and wife. Let's just say May Mabry and Robert Mabry. This is not a scenario case, but let me just say this. Let's just say they're using the same computer and they both playing around with their sites. They both got links and they both doing this other kind of stuff. And May Mabry decide, I'm going to send my downline link out. Make sure that you go into your back office and copy your downline link again before you send it out. Because if you accidentally send out Robert Mabry's link, we can change it, but we won't. It'll be too much to change it because you got to change the whole hierarchy. So we're telling you now, make sure it's your link. Now, for those of you who are computer savvy and you just, let's just say you kind of want to make sure, if you just even copy this same link, like I say, copy it and put it anywhere just to make sure, okay, I know that test orum link end in 49210. I know that's my link. If it say anything else, I know that's not my site. You follow what I'm saying? I'm not saying go to these links, but I'm saying for those of you who are computer savvy enough to know that if I copy this link and it don't say what it's supposed to say, then I need to make sure I double check it. You shouldn't have any issue whatsoever, though, if you follow this instruction. Always copy this link if you're signing somebody in the business, and always copy this link if you want to get them as a Hotshot Mall customer. And remember, to copy them, you just click copy here or click copy here. If you want them, if you want to edit this link or customize it, you just click it here and you can customize it and change it to whatever you want it to be. All right. Just that simple. Now, one other thing on this, and I'm going to have to, we'll do this on another training, but I just want you to know how this works technologically. You see these icons in your back office. Y'all pay attention. You see these icons in your back office. This is brilliant. This is brilliant what I'm about to tell you. If you click Facebook, this Facebook icon, or this Twitter icon, or this LinkedIn, Pinterest, or this QR code, it's already attached to your respective link. So if you click this, now I don't have Facebook logged in, but let's just say I clicked, I'm going to click it and see what happened. Yeah, it would ask me to log in. So I don't have it logged in. But let's just say I was logged in and I click this Facebook icon. It's going to pop up a message basically saying Hotshot Mall, and it'll have your link embedded, your customer link embedded. And if you share this and somebody buy, this is still your link. This is not One Voice. This is your link. Same thing with Twitter. Same thing with your downline. If you click this right here, now not anywhere but here, you click this, it's going to pop up on your Facebook. It's already embedded. This link is already embedded right here. Your Facebook, your Twitter. So you can feel comfortable in sharing your link through any of these social media platforms. And we're going to add more, but any of your social media platforms, just feel if you want to share them without having all of this grandiose or send a link or whatever, you can easily just click this. It'll post to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and you can create a QR code. If you know what QR codes are, you can create this and download it, and you can share your QR code. So people can just click this with their phone. I'm going to click a QR code to see what happens. That looks a little weird. Yeah, but matter of fact, let me just, it looks weird, but let me just see something. Yeah, I just wanted to see if it works. So let me just tell you this, and this is something that looked like we got to fix the way it looked. But look at this QR code. Now this is crazy. So if you click this QR code and you shared this QR code, if somebody, this should be Enroll. So we'll make sure this Enroll. It's because I'm logged in that you see it like, logged out that you see it like this. But it'll basically have a link that basically says if you want to join the business, I'm paraphrasing, you can register right here through this same click. So you can share that QR code. It's not, I'm logged out right now, so you're not seeing it. It's basically asking me to log in. Let me see what happens if I log in here. Yeah, it just took me back to my back office. But anyway, so you can share your QR code. You can share all of these things just by clicking this link. It'll go to this link, or if it's a customer, it'll go to this link. Any question on that part? That's simple. You don't have any questions on that. All right, so let me kind of scoot through this a little bit more because we're well over time. Well, we're not over time. I'm taking my time. So going back to your dashboard, but before I go there again, remember, guys, I can't stress this enough. Starting today, if you're getting someone as a customer, make sure you use your link, your custom link here as a customer. If you're recruiting them, make sure you use your downline link starting today. If you've already sent your customer link out, no worries. It's already in there, right? So it's no big deal. But just make sure you use these. Some of you this week, and I didn't have a cow about it because I hadn't launched this yet. But again, we was monitoring this because we were testing stuff. Some of you signed up customers and you didn't use your link. You sent them to the Hotshot Mall and you didn't use your link. Now, last week it didn't matter because we were connecting them for you anyway. It matters moving forward. Make sure you use your link, your 2 links for your customer, and that's step number 5, your 2 links for your customers and your downline. Also, by the way, if you want to see what your particular rank, the commission details, if you click here where it says commission details, it'll tell you you're an ambassador You get paid 20% on all direct sales. We give you a lifetime commission. What this lifetime commission means is it doesn't matter how far or how long that link goes, you'll still get a commission on it. If your link is still in the universe 10 years from now, you'll still get commission on it. And we didn't have to do this. This was something that, you can thank your leaders for, because we could have given it a 2-year time frame, but we have a lifetime commission. So no matter how long that link goes, 10 years from now, you'll still get a commission on it. The commission type is you're getting a percentage of sales. You already know that, and so forth and so on. And again, here are your links. So now going back to your dashboard, close this out. Going back to your dashboard, so you'll see all your commission stuff here, all your links, all that other kind of stuff. Also toward the bottom, you'll see everything that's going on in your organization. You'll see all orders that come in. Somebody asked me a few weeks ago, I think it was this guy, I think it was Doug Taylor. And it was asking me about tracking and how does it work and how does all this stuff. I knew this then, but I couldn't share it then. You'll see it here. Every customer, every click, you'll see. You'll see right here. There's somebody in the business, I'm not going to call their name. They had like over 800 clicks on their personal store this week. Over 800 clicks. I'm saying to myself, what is this person doing? There's another person, and I'll informally congratulate her. I don't know if I met her, but if we were keeping statistics, and we're just going to start this Monday, but if we were keeping monthly statistics, the #1 overall producer in terms of the Hotshot Mall for the month of October is a young lady by the name of Latora Coleman. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Latora Coleman. I don't know what you're doing, my sister, but you are on fire. You are by far. I don't even know if she's on this call. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know who you are. I don't know if we met in Montgomery, but Latora Coleman, whoever you are, she signed up a bunch of people, and her volume is off the chart. So congratulations to the October 2021 #1 producer, Miss Latora Coleman, whoever you are and wherever you are.
She's actually on the line.
She's on the line. Okay. I can't see your face, but congratulations, Latora. I don't know if I met you, but congratulations. And matter of fact, could you just kind of, I know I'm putting you on the spot, but could you kind of unmute yourself real quick and just share with us what you're doing that got, why you're blowing up so fast?
I'm unmuted.
Say that. Okay, there. Is that it? Is that Miss Coleman?
It's me.
Okay, all right. What are you doing to blow up, sister?
I'm just talking and sharing my link.
There you
Talking
go.
in my salon, sharing my link. I was actually in Montgomery.
Okay. I can barely see your picture because I got little bitty squares on my screen, so I can't. But I'm sure that we met if you were in. I know we met if you were in Montgomery. Congratulations! Whatever you're doing with sharing your link and talking to people, you are absolutely blowing up. As a matter of fact, I'm in a minute. I'm going to talk about the compensation plan in terms of the enhanced compensation plan, and you have already surpassed one of the levels already. We hadn't even launched it yet. You have already surpassed one of the levels. So, wow, that's all I can say. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Keep doing it. These numbers gonna be incredible. I don't know who introduced Miss Coleman to the business.
It would be Linda Johnson.
Linda Johnson. Okay, that's another one too, right? Linda Johnson, you about to blow up. Linda Johnson, you want to get to if you're not already, silver ambassador or gold or one of them positions, you want to get there in a hurry because you got some money that's sitting on the table waiting on you already. I looked at these numbers this morning. I'm like, what are these sisters doing? Yeah, okay, y'all keep it up. All right.
Miss Johnson put in one last night.
I saw that. I saw that. Congratulations, Miss Johnson. So you already know what's going on. Y'all doing some great things. Keep it up. But Miss Latora Coleman, hey, you're at the top of the list. So anyway, I was saying all of that to say you guys will see all of the stuff that's going on in your organization. You'll see it here. You'll see who's doing what. You'll see all of that stuff. The reason I know that Latora Coleman is number one in the company is because when I did my report from the corporate standpoint, Mr. Landry may have seen it as well, I don't know, but when I did my report, I can see the top 20 producers, and Latora Coleman was number one by far. So, hey, keep up the good work. First 30 days are great, but y'all will see all your information there. Now, I see a bunch of chats. Let me just take, there's a lot of congratulations. Everybody's congratulating you, Miss Coleman. All right, congrats. All right. Awesome. You got a lot of congratulations.
Dr. Owen, we have a hand raised.
Okay, and before I get to the hand raise, there is a question that was asked. Basically, so if you keep your rep ID number, are all three links the same? No, they're not. That's a good question. I'm glad you asked. It's two links. Remember, and please remember this, guys. It's two links, and they're not the same information. You have a customer link, and you have a downline link. Now, your customer link, that's the one you created. So you'll always remember that. Always, that's hotshotmall.com/Sam Orr. You'll always remember your customer link. That's your customer link. That downline link you may not remember, but it's two different things. So it is two different links to answer your question. So whoever had your hand raised, you can just unmute yourself.
Yeah, Mr. Orr, hi, this is Clayton. That was kind of my question. If we could combine the two to keep it simple, but okay. So, I'm not a techie, so I was wondering, well, if, why would it be simple just to keep them the same so you have to worry about it, but they have to be different links then?
Here's why. Because some people, well, first of all, let me say it this way. One, let me mute you. One, if you don't pay to come into the business, you won't have a downline link, right? You won't have a downline link. There will be scenarios, not right now, not with us, but there will be scenarios in the future where your people may have a store and may not have a downline. That's not right now. That's something totally different 2 years from now. But the bigger point is this. When people are marketing their business, and I hadn't gotten to the marketing part yet, some people are going to be savvy enough to market through distribution. I want to get people. I want to build a large organization, the largest organization that's possible. Because if I'm in the field, I'm not as much focused. This is Sam, or this is me telling you what I would do. I'm not as focused on the customer link as I am the downline link, because my mindset is that I'm going to build the biggest downline I possibly can, because if I do that, I'm going to get a massive amount of customers. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing is some people are just going to focus on customers. They're not interested in the downline. They may post their link and they strictly want to make a mountain of money just through that. So you got to have them separate. The third and most important thing is what I'm about to tell you about the enhanced compensation plan. If you combine them, there's no way to do the compensation plan. So that's why they're separate. There's a reason that they're separate. But I mean, the two links, it's just the way it is. All right. Okay. Your commission tab, and you can go through this today. Y'all can go through it. You'll see everything. Your commission, like who you get it. Oh, I'm sorry. I see two.
I'm sorry. We got two hands raised.
Rhonda and then May.
I just wanted to confirm, if you do send your downline link and someone chose to be a customer, will the pop-up still pop up to say, like, would you like to have your own store, and would they be able to still have that as an option?
That's correct. Absolutely.
And it's still connected.
I want y'all to think about it like this. you start to think about your personal store like this, like because this is true. This is the truth. Like you really own your own one voice, and everything with your links, no matter what it is exactly the same as one voice. Is just mimicked in your link. So everything that would happen with the big one voice, if you will, it happens with your one voice the exact same way. So you will get the pop up. You know everything is traced and tracked to you, so forth and so on. So yeah, it is absolutely independent. It's true technically. It's independent of what we're doing as a corporate company because it's your own store. So you kind of look at it like that. Miss May, you had a question?
Yes, sir. On that social media posting, is that a daily thing?
I'm sorry.
If you post something on there, you know, just say today, if I use that custom link to post something, that social media to post something, do I have to do that every day?
No. You don't have to do it every day. You don't even have to do it at all. It's just there if you want to use it, if you want to post something, but you don't have to do it. You don't have to. If you want to do it, you could do it when you want to, once a day, once a month, once a year, or not at all. It's just something that we put there just to help you build your business without having to, you know, talk to people, so to speak.
But you have to keep doing it. It's not, once you post it, it's not going to stay there. You have to keep posting it.
It's like any other post in Facebook. I'm not a big Facebook user, but it's just like any other post. So it'll be there, but you know how when other traffic or whatever you call it comes in, it may push it down, but it's still there, just like any other post on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. And I didn't talk about this yet, but you'll have an opportunity as well. Like we've been having some explosive volume with the immune defense product, and people have been getting some incredible results. We're starting to get corporate companies that want to get the immune defense product. If you're in a situation like that, where there is some product in your organization or your team or something that you just want to focus on, you can very well just click this link and just get just for a specific product. If you just wanted to promote a product, if you wanted to promote, you know, immune defense, just immune defense, then right here, you'll be able to actually have a product link, and it doesn't send everything. It just sends that product. We're going to be doing, and so I'm kind of going through all the marketing stuff now, but we're going to be doing all types of things from a corporate standpoint to help you market your business internally. It's going to be very, very simple to do. So I'm excited for you, you know, just to be able to do that. So anyway, moving on with the commission button, you'll see all your commission. You'll see who you getting paid on, how it's paid. You can download it if you need to, print it, all that good stuff. You have a payment tab. This is just will list all of the payments that you received. You have your downline here. So this is going to be very robust. It's going to tell you, you know, all the levels you have. So if you're a gold ambassador, you may see level 1, 2, and 3. If you're silver, you'll see level 1 and 2. If you're crown, you'll see levels 1 through 5. What happens is you can click details. Now this I just created this, so there's nothing there. But if you click details, it will show all of the people that you have on level 1. And then if you have a level 2, you click details, you can see all the people you have on level 2 and so forth and so on. So this is going to be very simple and comprehensive for you to track your downline. And also your total commissions, the total people you signed up, all of that stuff is going to be right here. Marketing tools, we're going to continuously add stuff to the marketing tools tab so that it'll help you build your business. Now, right now, the only thing that's back there is the brief overview of the Hotshot Mall. That's the same one we passed out in Montgomery. But we're going to put videos. We'll put, you know, may even put this video back there. Somebody asked earlier, how long will it take for this video to become available? It may be available next day or so, may be available today, I don't know, but we may put it back here. I always keep saying may now because I can't step on the toes of the COO. COO may say no, so I have to stay in my lane. And then when I meet with the squad, sometimes the squad say no, so, you know, anyway. But all your marketing tools will be here. Again, this is where you would go to change your profile and all the stuff we said earlier. You'll have some guide information. This is just any information that we want to send you from the company. It'll be here. This is your simplified back office. This will be available as of today. I'm going to give you the login, the passwords before we close out today. I don't want to give it to you now because people are going to try to start logging in, but you can start using your back office as of today. Something else I don't want to forget. If you have people who were in the business like a long time ago and they're not in the business, if they want to get into business, they got until November the 30th. No, they don't. They got to November the 15th. I'm making decisions as I go. Now, this is a CEO decision. You got to November the 15th to get into the business, to capture your position, your existing position. Otherwise, by November the 15th, I'm going to compress the system. What that means is, if the person who originally brought you into One Voice, if they're no longer doing the business, like they've been out of the business for a while, but you're in the business, you will move up to the next active person on November the 15th, which means those people are, for all intent and purposes, they're going to lose their spot. We can't kick them out of the business, but they will lose their spot. I can tell you right now, there are 4 people who right now in the system that don't have a sponsor. They don't have a sponsor because their sponsor's not active. They hadn't been in the business for a while. If those 4 people don't have a sponsor by November the 15th, then we're going to compress the system, and then they're going to roll up to the next active person. So if you know them, if you love them, or if you are them, just go and pay the $29.99 a month. You just have no idea how much that's going to benefit you just to maintain your spot. Because you can come back in, but you're going to come back in without your downline. All right? So just make sure you understand that. All right.
And I also just reinforce that we won't revisit that on November the 16th.
Can't. Thank you for saying that. We can't. We look, because we're moving at another pace right now. I'm so far ahead. It's crazy, but the stuff that I'm sharing with you guys right now, we did this 10 months ago. We did this 10 months ago. And we're sharing it with you now. I'm already, as you noted with the conversation, I'm already in 2022. So the point Mr. Landry is making, we can't wait. We can't deviate. We can't, do favors. We can't do any of that stuff. We're no longer doing business. It's all about business, and it has to be done the right way. All right. But I will ask you guys to just be patient with us, because we're going to have some hiccups here or there. We're getting a lot of data, a lot of things that we thought would go one way, going another way. And that's what happens. We've only been doing this 30 days now. And we're launching this for the very first time today. So there may be some hiccups here there. Don't have a cow. Don't get mad. Don't get frustrated. Just let us know if something is, a little bit off. We have the ability to fix it. We own all of this stuff. We have the ability to make sure everything is everything. Like we said last week, there were some issues with slow shipping times and things of that nature. Some of that's out of our control, but some of the parts that we can control by making sure we have U.S. suppliers and all that other kind of stuff, we've already been working on that. So just be patient with us on every step. You guys are the pioneers. This new team in Barbados, this new team in Europe, and all of you who are already in the business, we fueled a moving train. We transitioned from 17-year-old One Voice to this mega One Voice worldwide as we move forward. And we fueled that moving train, and nobody didn't even know it. And now we're here, right? But in doing that, if any little thing is off track, don't worry about it. Don't have a cow. We'll get it. Trust me and believe. It's in our best interest to make sure that you have the best system possible. All right, so let me close out with this compensation plan. I'm going to change my slide again, and then we'll get out of here. Take any questions, and we'll get out of here. Let's see. Stop this share. Start a new share. I think this part, can y'all see the screen where if you give me a thumbs up, it says enhanced compensation plan? Can y'all see that? Okay. All right, great. I think this part is going to be a little scary to a lot of the existing reps, but this is like the easiest and most profitable compensation plan in the history of our industry. I'm telling you, the entire compensation plan, I mean, it's very, very simple. It's totally different, but it's very, very simple. There's some things that we have done to make it even easier. And here we go. So with the compensation plan, a couple of new highlights. One, you're only going to do passive recruiting. What do I mean by that? In the past with One Voice, we heavily talked about recruiting. Talk to everybody you know. Create a prospect list, warm market list, a list of 100 names and all this other kind of stuff. We did active recruiting for the last 17 years. Well, I think, and this is what I'm counting on, that we don't have to do active recruiting anymore. We can do passive recruiting. What does that mean? That means share your links. Share your links. You don't necessarily have to talk to people in recruiting. If you get good enough, if you can create a landing page, if you can share your link with people, if you can send an email and say, hey, look, I'm excited about something, click this link. If you can do that, the system does everything else. So we're not actively recruiting. Now, am I saying that, if you run into somebody in the grocery store, you don't talk to them about the business? No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying if you have a business card, give them a business card with your link. If you have a business card with a QR code on it, have them take a card with a QR code on it, and have them take a picture of that QR code with their camera, with their phone, right? Guess what it does? It goes to your link. It goes to your link. So you don't have to actively recruit. All you say, hey, look, just take a look, take a picture of this QR code, take a look at my site, and let me know what you think. And you're done with it. But even if you did do that, you just shared your link. That's passive recruiting. So you don't have to actively, all those scripts and stuff, they gone. No more scripts. But can I be honest with y'all for one second? Can I just be really honest from a
Please do.
Man to man and man to woman? First of all, I'm a big believer in my creator. I believe that I'm being led to do what I'm doing with this company right now. But I got to tell you guys, this is the scariest thing for me that I've done, because I'm changing the industry. I'm changing an industry that started in 1969, right? And I'm betting that I'm right. I bet I'm pushing all of my chips in the middle of the table that recruiting and things like that will never be the same. I don't care what company you're talking to. People not going to be recruiting like that no more because of COVID. You're not coming up in my face. We used to talk about have a 3-foot rule. Don't come into my 3 feet talking about nothing, because I don't want to catch COVID. But even beyond that, people's mindset was expanded through the pandemic, through online shopping and Zoom and working from home and all of these things. I'm betting on the fact that it's never going to go back to that other stuff. I'm betting on it. But I seem to be the only one betting on it right now. So I'm a little scared. I'm a little nervous about it, because I'm putting everything on the fact that we're right. But I prefaced it by saying I am a believer. And because I believe in that I'm being led to do what I'm doing, I'm banking on that. Excuse me. I'm banking on that. So that's the only thing I can kind of, hold on to, that this is it. Somebody said something? I thought I heard something. But anyway, yeah, somebody said faith over fear. There you go. Faith over fear.
Bet on black.
Bet on black. So I'm betting on it.
Damn.
But I can tell you this. I can tell you this in all honesty. The first 30 days of this particular iteration of One Voice has been more successful than any other 30-day period. And guess what? We didn't even launch this. We hadn't launched it. We're just now launching it. I'm just now giving you your back office. And this 30-day period has been more productive than any other 30-day period, not long period, but any other 30-day period in the history of the company. So far. Now, imagine what November is going to look like. Now that you guys, by the way, you're not having to go to 2 sites to register people and to get your store. All of this stuff is going to be done through your Hotshot Mall, through your back office, all of this other kind of stuff. Imagine what November is going to look like. Mr. Landry has already whispered a little bit in my ears about some promotions that's going to go on. And, all of these things. The month of November is going to be ridiculous. I'm betting on the fact that we're right. So anyway, passive recruiting, no more personal volume, which means if those of you who have been in the business, you know that you needed, minimum qualifications of 100 PV in order to maintain your qualifications. Well, because of the viral nature, there's 2 people that need to be let in. Because of the viral nature of what we're doing, it's not all on you anymore. It's not all on you anymore. We're going to transition from PV, personal volume, to group volume. Now you got help. Now you have help. And you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to make a lot of money because you have help. Here's how it works. So don't let all of this stuff on this page confuse you, because it's really, really simple. It's really, really simple. As a matter of fact, this page is the entire compensation plan. There's nothing else to it. And so here you go. It's similar to what we had with a couple of small changes. Everything that you do, I'm going to start here, if you can see my mouse. All ambassadors, you're going to earn, as we talked about, 20% on your personal link volume with no minimum. So that means you don't have to have 100 PV or any of that other kind of stuff. If you share your link, you're going to get 20%, period. If you share your link, you're going to get 20% of any personal volume sales, period. Whether it's through one person or 1 million people, if you did nothing else, if you share your link, you're going to get 20%. I knew this was going to happen, so y'all know how it is, right? I knew it was going to happen. I don't know what it is with my voice. So if you share your link, you're going to make 20%. Now, that's as an ambassador. In order to get an additional 20%, which is your first level, you will become a qualified ambassador. Okay, a qualified ambassador, all that means is your group volume. That means you and everybody that you have on your first level totals just $500. That's $500 in purchases. I'll put it that way. You got 10 people on your first level, for example, and everybody just during the month had $50 in sales. You've qualified for another 20% in terms of your commission. Guys, if you start right there, that's 40% on your link sales. Right there, 40%. As your group continues to build, I wish I could actually show y'all some of these numbers, but I can't for legal reasons. For some of these people, like a Latour Coleman and Uncle Earl and some of these people who have already built volume through 3, 4, and 5 levels, even before they hit these positions. In order to get to Silver Ambassador, which means you're going to add another 10% to your overall pay, which means you're now getting 50%, you need $2,500 in group volume. That doesn't mean that you're getting $2,500 in volume. That means people on that level. Now you remember, your organization is getting bigger. You got more people. This $2,500 is in volume is nothing. To Gold Ambassador, add another 10%. Now you're at 60%. $5,000 in group volume. You get the point, right? To get the Royal Ambassador, $15,000 in group volume. To get the Crown Ambassador, $50,000 in group volume. Guys, these numbers are extremely low. I'm sorry for being rude with this cough drop in and out. The numbers, I believe, are so low that it may next year go up. They may go up. I believe people, just looking at some of the first numbers. Remember when I said that LaTora Coleman has already hit a certain level with her group volume, whether she knows it or not? I'm not going to say which one, but she's already passed one of these. And it doesn't matter which one. She's already passed it. She's a new person in the business, and within the 30 days, she's already passed one of these levels. I'm not going to say which one. That's incredible. Some other people. Here's what's funny. There are some people who are ambassadors, but because we've already transitioned the system, we can see their downline. There's already some people who have $700 and $800 in volume on their third level, already building. Now think about it. They hadn't even got there yet, but this volume is already building on their third level. I saw two people last night who had volume already over $2,700. Two people I saw last night, already over $2,700 in volume. And guess what? It wasn't even launched yet. It's only launched today. Two people over $2,700. You guys are going to make a heck of a lot of money. A heck of a lot of money. As your overall organization continues to build and grow, you get to $100,000 in group volume. You get your $900 per month car lease allowance. You get to, and this hadn't really changed. It's just easier to attain. You get to the $500,000 in your group volume. You're getting a $2,000 a month. This is a typo. So just make sure that you pay attention to this. This should say $2,000 a month expense allowance, not car lease allowance. And this is a $4,000 a month expense allowance. So you got the car lease allowance here. You get $900 a month for car lease allowance. You get $2,000 a month expense allowance or a $4,000 a month expense allowance. So those are typos. All right. So $900 a month.
You froze, sir.
1 second, he'll be coming back shortly. 1 second, everybody.
Isn't this some exciting news, everybody? Think
exciting is an understatement.
Yeah, when you start talking about their money.
Yeah, exciting is a very understatement.
Absolutely. We're in a good place. We're definitely in a good place. We're talking about 4 weeks in, and we told y'all if the game was going to change, and now we're elevating the game. So you couldn't be in a better place at a better time than we are right now. So I'm just encouraging everybody. Don't sleep on this one.
This is very encouraging.
Don't sleep. Thank you, Mr. Quincy. Thank you so much. But we're in a good place. We're in a good spot. You think about with the group volume, you think about what's going to happen when you start hitting these group volumes and how all this stuff is going to play out and everything is going to do. And I'm telling you, do not sleep on it. Some of y'all been sleeping the last 3 or 4 weeks. I'm telling you, if you see what we have seen the last 3 and 4 weeks, you don't want to sleep this month of November and December finishing out this year. We got some major things we're going to be putting in place, and you're perfectly positioned to take advantage of everything that this company has to offer, and you don't want to miss it.
Hey, Mr. Landrum, also think about the greatness of this timing. The holiday season is running up on us.
Okay. Come on here.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
Okay, my question is a product to sell. I have no product to sell. A friend of mine introduced me to this program, and I see the value in it. I'm here in the greater Atlanta area, and I pass by malls every day. Basically, they're vacant. What product? I mean, I need a product to sell. I don't mind joining in on this, but I have no idea what someone wants to buy. Nike, Levi's, what? I don't know. Talk to me.
Let me. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Landrum.
Go ahead, Mr. Doucette.
Oh, I was going to say, did you have the opportunity to hear the first part of the presentation today that we started at 11?
Yeah, I'm still at work in the process, so that's why I'm asking that question.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what we do. Take down my number, and after we finish up the training, I'll get into more specifics with you so you can see everything, so we'd be more clear. I understand what it's like at work and, going back and forward. So take down my number. You ready?
Hold on, give me a minute because I got to get back to another location. All right,
okay, no problem.
I'm gonna get right back with you. Just give me a few minutes. All right?
Okay, no problem.
All right, and as we continue to wait on Dr. Orm to get back online, do we have any other questions?
Hey, Aunt Diane.
Hello. So good to see you and everyone. Miss Danica.
Oh, okay, I'm back. I need that phone number, young man. Thank you.
All right, you ready?
I mean, yeah.
504-329-9700.
Okay, I got it.
All right, after we finish this, just give me a call and then we'll go into a little bit more details.
All right, little brother. Let me run back out here. I'm still listening, but let me run back out here because, like I said, I'm doing some stuff.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Anybody else?
I don't have a question. I just have a statement. And I just wanted to say that, this is not no coincidence that I've gotten connected to this. I believe this is a divine connection from God himself because he heard my prayers. I made a declaration that I didn't want to drive in the wintertime because I was doing transportation for work. And I said, Lord, I would like to do a work from home or get my business started and be home. And so this right here is definitely, part of my answers being prayers, my prayers being answered, on top of me getting a work from home job. So I'm about to have two multiple streams of income, you know what I'm saying? And I look at it like this, there's a lot of skeptics out here and, I got people that's skeptic about this and that. And I'm like, it's whatever. You're missing out. I'm not going to force it on you. God will send those that'll support me in doing this. And God knows that, I took a leap of faith in stepping into this. And I'm really, really excited because I've shared the link and I got a couple of my sisters that's ready to buy stuff, So I'm doing what I got to do. And I mean, I know it's not going to be booming overnight, everything is a process and it takes time, but I'm just excited, man. I'm just excited.
That's good, Mr. Quincy. Good deal. See, we got Dr. Orm back online with us.
Yeah, can you guys hear me and see my screen okay?
Yes, sir.
You're good.
Dr. Orm, wow, right before you get started, Miranda had a question. She had a hand up.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Landrum was just asking any questions, and I just was going to confirm that with the qualified ambassador, because I know he said it was no minimum, I believe. So does that mean just like any purchase, like anything over $1, or was there what qualified? as a qualified ambassador?
No, qualified. Oh, were you answering that, Mr. Landrum?
No, I was just asking for the question. I think when you stated it for somebody to be an ambassador, they was going to get 20%, and I think that's where that question came.
Okay, put it this way: the easy way to remember it. With this particular, with an ambassador, you're going to get 20%, as I said, on everything that you do. No, excuse me, no minimums. That means, and when I say no minimums, I'm talking about qualifications, right? So that means any purchase you make, you're going to automatically get 20%. If you want to get 40%, your organization must have $500 in group volume. That means, let's put it this way, Miranda. Let's just say, and I'm going to put it in the simplest form. Let's just say you brought me into the business and I bought a $500 watch. You'll get now 20% on what you do. You'll get 20% on what I do. Why? Because your first level has $500 in volume. If I didn't have $500 in volume, but I'm on your first level, then you'll still get 20% on what you do. Got it?
Okay. And I just wanted to confirm with the word qualified ambassador, that meant when it hit the $500.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. When it hit the $500 in group volume.
I want to say this. I say jump in it with all four because I looked at the numbers that it costs to get in here at the top level with $79. You will spend more money just in a week, just messing off. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And
yes, sir.
And you're only paying that once a month. That's $79. Man, listen, I threw away more money than that. I'm not bragging. I mean, I'm not a wealthy man. I'm just being real with it.
Yes, sir.
To create generational wealth for not myself, but for my grandchildren and grandchildren. This is the opportunity, like the other young man said, even though he's not back, they are moving away from physical malls. I watch the people. I watch how they're afraid of coronavirus, and that drives the market. What do they want? They want virtual. Okay, because like if you ride around here in the greater Atlanta area, all the stores are open, like the fast food joints, for instance. All of them, basically their drive-throughs was doing all their business right now. And that, whatever they, Grubhub stuff. They got a store there, but you can walk in, I walk in, but everybody rides through. And that's what I'm saying, that virtual mall stuff, that is the new level. I mean, I ain't too old to realize that. That's all I had to say.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gray. I appreciate that testimony because you're absolutely right. I mean, this is where we're going, guys. So I'm going to close out, but there's a couple of things I want to do as I close out. But he's absolutely right. We are in a transition period, and you guys are pioneering it. You're doing something that no one else is doing. You know why I know no one else is doing? Because over the last 10 months when I've been putting this together, I've talked to programmers, I've talked to, AI specialists, I've talked to, internet gurus, I've talked to business owners, I've talked to everybody to put this mega mall, mega concept together. And here's when I really knew that we had something special and we're pioneering something. When the designers and the programmers said, when I was explaining what I wanted, because all of this had to be rebuilt. All of this is rebuilt. When I was explaining what I wanted, and the designers, the software designers and engineers like, we've never seen this before. That's when I knew. That's when I knew nobody out there is doing what we're doing. Nobody. We're pioneering this thing. So we have to understand where we are. So anyway, that's the compensation plan. That's the vision. That's the value. Couple things and we're out of here. Now, when you log into your back office, if you, I'm gonna shoot out a login link. I'm gonna shoot out. I may even just put it on the Hotshot Mall, but I'll shoot out a login link. Your login will be your email, and the password is one voice. The numeric 1, capital V, O-I-C-E. Oh, did I spell it right? Yeah, V-O-I-C-E. All right. So your login will be your email address, and your password is one voice. Okay.
Dr. Orm.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. On the comp plan, just on the actual from ambassador qualified, can you explain that a little bit more? I'm a little confused on it. Can you explain that a little more? From what I'm gathering, it just, I don't know, it just didn't click with me. So could you explain that a little more, please, sir?
You say from ambassador to qualified ambassador?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's very simple. Everybody that come into the business, as you know, you're either a customer rep or an ambassador. Those are the positions that you come in.
Yes, sir.
You're going to earn 20%. Okay, no matter what. And like I showed on the screen, you're going to earn that 20% for a lifetime. You'll earn 20%. If you did nothing else, you earn 20% on everything that you do and your personal link. And this is what I was telling Clayton earlier, why you needed to separate it, because that could be all you want to do. But let's just say you start to decide you want to build a team, or even with these links that we sending out, somebody decide that they want to come into the business. Well, you know, everybody that you bring into the business, that's your first level. You know that. In order for you to get paid on your first level, that level has to have $500 in group volume. Then now you're moving from getting paid 20% to getting paid 40%. That's 20% on what you're doing and 20% on that particular level. Okay? There's nothing else to it. And each level is the exact same. It's just higher qualification in terms of the dollar amount. So just again, say it one more time. You come in as an ambassador. You get 20% on everything that you do. Anybody you bring into the business, that's your first level. Once that level totals $500 in volume, now you're going to get 20% on that level as well.
So help me if I'm understanding correctly. Let's just say I just bought, my store did $600 in volume in a month. Will I still get promoted? I'll say the silver ambassador because I'm over the $500. I mean, I'm sorry, qualified ambassador because I'm over the $500.
Yes. Somebody can buy one item for $500 and you qualify on that level because you got that group volume on that level.
I think what was confusing, because I'm getting some text messages and people a little confused. I think what was confusing is when you were saying group volume, I think that was where the disconnect was from a lot of people. So for an example, when we was talking about the ambassador standpoint and just making sure I'm clear, just an ambassador would be just like the old for the old reps. It would just be like the old compensation plan. You got $0 to $99, you would still be an ambassador. Once you got to $100 or more, you would be considered a qualified ambassador, right? And I think collectively that was confusing everybody.
Yeah, that, some of what we have to do, guys, is for legal reasons so that we are not a pyramid. It's the same. We got to have some level of qualifications. Otherwise, if we pay money without qualifications, then it's a pyramid. Like Mr. Doucette just said, in the old compensation plan, you had to have 100 PV. $99 in PV, you didn't get paid. You only got paid, I'm talking about as a qualified ambassador. You only got paid what you did personally. But in order to get paid as a qualified ambassador, remember, you needed 100 PV. You didn't get paid $99 in PV. But see, you had to do that pretty much on your own. The difference is with this, and when we call it group volume, is it doesn't matter how many people that are on your first level. Again, remember, we're sending out everybody that purchases something, they're going to get that pop-up that asks them if they want to be a business owner. If they decide to become a business owner, they're on your first level. And all of that sales volume counts toward that particular level's group volume. And if it's $500, you're now a qualified ambassador and you earn that extra 20%. It's really the same thing as it was before. It's just instead of you're doing it all, you can kind of combine with everybody's volume. I saw Miranda, you had your hand up.
I think
Miranda?
that was Aisha who had her hand up,
Oh,
but
I'm
I want to
sorry.
confirm, are you, like when we use me and you as an example, if you came in on my first level and you had so are my personal sales included with the group value or just that first level, all of those sales group value?
Right. Remember, your personal sales is just strictly you.
Right,
It's
so
just,
I'm
yeah.
not included in the group value.
No, you're not included in the group volume because that's on another level.
That's what I want to confirm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's on another level. You're not included in the group volume. That is everybody you bring in
Bring it
their
on
volume.
first level. Right, gotcha. Okay.
Also, too, if I'm not mistaken, that would be also her personal customers that go in would count towards her 20% as well.
That's right. Yeah, anything you do personally, that's why I was trying to make that distinction with Clayton. That's why it's important to understand it, differentiate between your customers and building your team. That's two different things. So everything you do personally is you. If you're mapping it out, if you're writing it out, you would have you, and then you would have level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And everything that you do, you get 20% on. You have to qualify to get on levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And those qualifications are those numeric figures that I shared. And I'm going to put that in your back office so you'll be able to see those numbers. I mean, it's really simple.
Dr. Oram.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
Outstanding. How are you?
I am fantastic. This is amazing. I'd be remiss if I didn't say a couple of words. First of all, I remember you in the other organization, and I was so excited. I was going to follow you everywhere, and here we come full circle.
God is good.
Yeah. So I thank my niece, Danica Porter, who has invited me and actually enrolled me. I am an ambassador. But I just want to say this to you, being a humble servant as you are, for you to be sitting up here giving all of this information shows your heart and shows your being.
Thank you so much.
There's a lot of information going on here. And if we can stick to the 6 steps that you teach us and learn from each other, because there's a lot. This is a paradigm shift. This is going to change the trajectory of our families forever and ever. So I just wanted to acknowledge you, to say thank you very much. It's great to be aboard, and I hear everyone with their questions and their excitement. And with this team here, I am just so happy to be a part of, and which you can count on me for. Because I just turned 70 last week. I'm like, oh Lord, when did this happen?
Wow, okay.
When did this happen?
Oh man, that's incredible.
It is.
I say this with with the utmost respect and you know everything, but you don't look 70, so I say that respectfully.
It's a blessing from God, but to be able to do this with this team that we have here, and the team coming, and our children and our grandchildren, and them to come, this is an amazing opportunity. So thank you very much, and may God continue to bless you.
Thank you so much, Diane. That means a lot. That means the world to me. All of us, we've been working so hard, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really do.
Absolutely, and I'm complete.
All right, guys. Well, there are a couple of more things, real quick.
Dr. Orr, we got a question.
I'm sorry, I can't see. I can only see 5 people, so I'm sorry if I missed your hand.
We got Mr. Bay up there.
Minister.
It's
Mr. Bay.
Okay. How you doing, Mr. Bay?
How you doing, Doctor? The question is, I just want to be crystal clear with this. So just to say, I'm working customers. They go to the mall, and now when they purchase and they see the offer to become a rep. If they fill out from my mall, will they be included in my timeline, or do I have to send them a customized representative link?
That's a good point. I'm glad you said that. Yes and no. Yes is if they get that link, and let me just, for new people, let me just say it in its entirety. Everyone who makes a purchase from your link, everybody, at the end of that purchase, they're going to get a pop-up. And I'm paraphrasing what it says, but basically it says, if you want to own your own business, click here, something to that effect. When they click there, if they decide to come into the business, then Mr. Bay, they will be a part of your downline. They will be a part of your organization. As a matter of fact, that will be that first level that we just talked about. Okay. automatically. You're going to get people who will be a part of your organization, and you will not have a clue until you look into your back office. You'll see the people, you'll see the commission, but you're not going to know because your link goes out virally, and no matter where it goes or how long it goes, and they're going to keep getting this pop-up. We set it to pop up every time they make a purchase. We could turn it off, but we choose not to, right? Every time they make a purchase, it's going to say, all right, do you want to own your own business? As soon as they say yes and sign up, even unbeknownst to you, that's one of your people in your downline. The part that I said no is you don't have to send that link out to get those people in. You only send the link out is if you're physically trying to get somebody to enroll like through your landing page or through your social media. You're actively trying to get people to enroll. That's when you'll send that link out. Otherwise, it virtually and virally moves.
So in other words, the representative link is something if I'm targeting enrollment.
That's right.
And my customer link is when I'm targeting consumers.
Exactly. 100% correct.
I just wanted to make sure I heard it, but I didn't. I was like, let me just ask to be sure. Okay.
You're 100% right. That's why those two links are important in your back office. So one is for customers, one is for representatives. Mr. Landry, did you see anybody else? I can only see four or five people.
No, I think we're good. I think that was everybody. He was the last hand that I saw.
Okay, great. Carol, I know Carol, my sister is on the line. Carol, could you just share with them? Let me just tell you what I want to do. We want to start building our social media because we're going to get out there in a big way. We've set up a Hotshot Mall Facebook account. I don't know a whole lot about Facebook, so I asked Carol to just kind of tell you guys what we need to do to, I don't know, like it or whatever. Carol, you online?
I'm here. How's everyone doing?
Outstanding.
Look, I know I can't hear everyone, but hopefully everyone can hear me. What Mr. Orem wanted to talk about a little bit is, of course, our social media blitz, that I want to call it, that we're trying to do. One of the first things that he said today when he did a overview is that a lot of people, if you talk to them in the beginning, they say, they may not have heard of One Voice. Well, we want to change that. We want to absolutely change that. And in return, that will help each and every one of us build our business, because if you walk up to someone and you start talking to them about the Hotshot Mall, they might be like, well, I just saw something about that on Facebook, or I just saw something about that on Instagram. And that's what you want them to say. You want to put One Voice literally on the map. So what we would like for everyone to do, if you would, just simply go to the Hotshot Mall, like the page. It's actually several different Facebook pages that One Voice has, all the way from the One Voice Worldwide. If you were in the event in Montgomery, it's actually pictures and everything from that outstanding event that we've posted on that. And that's what we just want to build from that. We want to build it on Facebook. We want to build it on Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. One thing that I know a lot of people were saying, and I was listening to you when Mr. Orem was saying about the link, social media. Me and Carmela talked about this a lot on our show, but social media is free advertisement. Of course, there's points where you can actually pay to advertise, but your Facebook pages, your Instagram pages, it's free. I think Ms. May had even asked if you did the link, do you have to do it every day? Well, you don't have to do it every day, but I would suggest you do it as often as possible, because what you want to do is get that link out there for as many people to see it and share it as they possibly can. Because what Mr. Orem just shared with us is literally game changing. It's changing it up. So you want that link out there for everybody to see, and it's free. So if you share it once a day, or you share it, however often, whether it be via Facebook, whether it be text messages, emails, whatever it is, you just want to share the link as much as possible, because that's how you're going to get it out there for people to actually go to your site and to be able to take a look at, what you want to buy from the mall. So we definitely want, if there is a Hotshot Mall Facebook page. So if everyone would just pull that up, I know a lot of people for years and years have said, you know, I don't like social media. I'm not a big social media person. You know, I don't do a whole lot on social media. I understand that. And because we realize there is a lot of, you know, foolishness that happens on social media, but that's not what we're here to do. We're here to put it out there so everyone can see the link, so they can see your links, share it, and purchase something from your mall. Because I don't know of any other way other than sharing your link, whether, like I said, be it social media, inboxing, texting, emails, or what have you, for them to get your link. So you just want to put it out there as much as possible. So when you do run up to someone and you're talking to them about Hotshot Mall, they be like, okay, I just saw that on Facebook. Or, you know, it's name recognition, basically. So that's what you just kind of want to do as far as with your link. You just want to put it out there. If you have not been a fan of Facebook or Instagram, now is the time to just put it out there and share it. You don't have to get on there and do every, you know, all this other stuff, but put your link out there. Let people know what you got going on.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kara. I appreciate that. Yeah. And yeah, I just ditto everything she said. We're going to put a lot of emphasis in social media. We're looking to bring some social media specialists on board to help push, you know, this viral campaign that we're doing globally. Push the campaign in Europe, push the campaign in Barbados, and so forth and so on. So make sure that you know, just support it. And I'm not a big social media person either, but, you know, we got to support our own company. This is ours. And again, this is one of the differences between what we're doing and a lot of other people. We, all of us, we own this. We own this. This is ours. You know, we make the decisions. We make this, you know, carve the path and the direction. So make sure you support your business. I told you guys I was going to send you the link out for logging in, but what I did is I'm going to pull this on the screen, try to make my life easier. And can y'all see this on the screen where it says representative login? Okay. So if you can write this down or remember this or whatever, once you log in, you'll have to log in forever. But for those of you who've never logged in to this new back office, if you go to reps.hotshotmall.com /hotshot-mall, you see it up there, /login. And you're going to get this screen. Reps, because this is the rep back office. reps.hotshotmall.com /hotshot-mall /login. Now again, once you log in, I don't think you'd have to type this again. It's just saving me the trouble of sending this out to everybody. So now once you go here, remember I said, and I think I got this right, if you type in your email, so in this case it's Testorum and the password, and log in, it's going to take you to your back office. Everybody should be active right now. So you should be able to go to that link I just shared and type in your, you know, put in your email and the password, one voice, capital V, and you should be able to get in your back office now and start doing your links, your customer and your downline link. You can start it today. It was something else I was going to say. Anyway, it'll come back to me. But yeah, go ahead and you can start doing that, and you can start sharing it, letting your people know. Make sure that you do anything else going forward, use these two links. Okay, use these two links. Log in, go in the back office, play around with it. I've tried to show you everything. If you have the time, go ahead and put your, you know, select your ProPay payment. Some of it, most of you, if you're in the business, your ProPay payment has already been selected for you. You may have to go in and put your ID number, but it has already been done for you because we've been testing. That's pretty much it. Anybody got any questions on anything that we talked about before we dismiss? Any questions?
Yeah, Dr. Orm, this is Stanley again. Or maybe I just won't hold the call up because I still have a question about the first part of the comp plan. Maybe I'm not understanding it properly.
Go ahead and ask.
Okay, so maybe I'll ask it this way. if my store personally did $600 in volume, will I be considered a qualified ambassador?
Only if that $600 is on your second level. If your store did $600 and you had 100 on level 1, 100 on level 2, 100 on level 3, 100 level, no. Only if you had $600 on level 1. Each level has a qualification.
Okay, so I personally couldn't do it.
No, you personally couldn't do it. You couldn't. That's illegal. You can't personally. That's illegal. That's a pyramid. You can't personally get paid on levels. That's a pyramid. There has to be qualifications for levels. You can personally get paid on what you personally do. All right. This is why it's called. I don't want to get into all of this stuff, but that's a party planner compensation plan, kind of like Mary Kay and Tupperware. They don't have any issues with the FTC because they get paid on what they do, what you do. But in order to get paid on what somebody else does, in order for it not to be a pyramid, there has to be qualifications. In this case, each level has a volume qualification based on what I feel is reasonable with the Hotshot model.
Okay.
And your entire organization, the only time your entire organization will have value is when you're looking to get the car lease allowance, the expense allowance, and the $4,000, because then the entirety of your organization, what you do and what they do, if it totals $100,000, you're going to get the car lease allowance. If it totals $500,000, you'll get the $2,000, so forth and so on. That's the only time the entirety of your organization counts toward group volume. Otherwise, each level's qualification counts toward the group volume. Don't overcomplicate it, guys. And I'm not saying this to dismiss your question. I'm just saying this to make sure that, you don't get confused so that you don't confuse anybody else you're talking to, because it's really, really just that simple. It doesn't seem like it, but it really is, especially to the existing reps. I know it's going to be a bit of a mental shift, but for new people coming in, they're not gonna be confused because they don't have any reference point from the old comp plan. Did that answer you, Mr. Doucette?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
My name is Quincy Hargrove. I'm new. I was started last week.
Hey, Quincy, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Let's say, and I'm not downsizing or discouraging myself or anything when I ask this question. Let's say I don't sign someone as an ambassador, but I sign someone as a customer rep. Is the compensation then different? Like for me, instead of 20%, is it 10%, or is it the same?
No, it's 20%. It's just that you don't build a downline. You're just basically getting 20% on what you do. You're not building a downline.
Okay. All right.
But you still get the 20%.
Okay. All right. That's all I wanted.
Okay. Somebody named Tommy is so smart. Had a good idea. He's like, why don't you put the link in the chat box? Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy, whoever you are. That was a great. Hey, look, that's why I need y'all around me. I'm trying to read it and everything. So the link is in the chat box. That's to log in. Anything else, anybody? Anything that I failed to mention, leaders? I know we went well over the time, but I felt it was important for me to be real specific in terms of how I, train this, and then also give you guys an opportunity to answer as many questions as you may have had. So you had a question, Clayton?
Yes, I did. Again, I don't want to be redundant, but I want clarity because I'm talking to my team and everything, and
no problem.
Questions. It's kind of piggybacking off what Stanley said. So basically, the old qualifications of an ambassador, you still have to be qualified to capture your group volume. Am I correct in saying that?
I'm sorry. Say it again.
So, okay, if I'm an ambassador coming in, I'm sorry, I'm a qualified ambassador. Let's say I have 6 people on my team. Ambassadors that I signed out. Those within the 6 ambassadors, okay, they have say $2,600 in group. Now, does that automatically push me to silver?
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay. And if those 6 people had, let's say, $15,000 in volume, just those 6 people, would that push me to Royal?
That's correct.
Okay. So it's not, I wouldn't need all that on each level. That would just be the position where I would basically capture the profit on all those levels if it was built.
No. It's still on the level, and I may have misunderstood in terms of the 15,000 to get to gold, but it has to be on that level. It has to be on that particular level. Gold is on level 3. It has to be on that particular level with that volume amount. So if you have 15,000, yeah, if you have $15,000 on your second level, then you're still a silver. Do you follow that, Clayton? Can you hear me, Clayton?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just trying to grasp it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you had 15,000 on level 2, you're still a silver. You need that on level 3 to get the gold. Here's what I will tell you though. And I've started to see this already. Here's what I'll tell you. Just based on exponential growth, as soon as your organization starts to grow on level 1, it'll immediately start to grow on levels 2, 3, and 4. Like I said, I wish I could show you these real numbers. It's just that this is people's private stuff. But we already have people who are building on levels 2, 3, and 4 already while they're still an ambassador. That's the beauty of what's happening now. When those numbers start to fill in on those respective levels, then they're going to automatically qualify on that level based on that volume. Okay, so that's important to know in order to level up, because what you're doing is you're being given a higher percentage based on that level. It's just the volume qualifies you for that level. You got it now, Clayton? Okay, cool. And when you see it on paper again, it may take a little while to sink in, but it's really not that difficult. If you want to look at it a different way, let's look at each level independent of the other. Look at each level independent of the other. In other words, you need this for that level no matter what. $499 on level 2, you're still an ambassador. 501, you're a silver. 15,000 on level 2, you're still a silver. $1 million on level 2, you're still a silver. That's just how that works. Okay. It's impossible to have $1 million on level 2 without having a level 3, 4, and 5. But just theoretically, just to answer your question, if you had $1 million on level 2, you're a silver ambassador. All right. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. So let's just get ready to go to work. If you have any other questions, feel free to hit up support. Keep in mind, support is closed on the weekend, but just shoot an email or whatever to support. We'll make sure we answer it. Definitely talk to your upline, and let's go to work. It's not difficult. Send out your links, one or both, and let's go from there. So with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and dismiss training. We've been here a long time, but I think we had a very productive meeting. So God bless each and every one of you, and we will see you on the beaches of the world. I'm going to start recording now. All right?
Yes, sir. Likewise.
Y'all take care. Be blessed.
Likewise.